2012 was a year we were glad to put in our rearview mirror. If you missed our update for 2012, you can find it on YouTube at the link on your screen. As 2013 dawned, things were looking good. Little did we know what was ahead. So, coming up is 2013 in 5 minutes or less.
January 2013 ushered in a host of challenges. God used these to deepen our stronghold of faith. I had left wrist surgery in January after my Florida visit to see Helen. In February, David suffered a fully ruptured disc.
Later that night, as I got up out of the recliner to go to bed, my lower back felt funny. The ER told me that I did not have cauda-equina syndrome, and they gave me a referral to a back specialist. We didn't want to wait that long. Kim called our doctor to get an MRI ordered. My doctor referred me immediately to a neurosurgeon. He wanted me in the hospital now for surgery the next day to decompress the spine. It was cauda-equina syndrome after all, an emergency surgery situation, and went into the hospital on Sunday the 24th with the surgery the following day, the 25th of February.
My stamina was totally used up caring for David, who was bedridden.
Long before my injury, we had planned a team reunion of my former staff. It was set for March the 16th, and I wasn't going to let my injury and hospitalization stop it. So on March 16th, we met at Fisherman's Wharf.
God led us to Sawmill Baptist, where Pastor David and Paulette Newford welcomed us warmly.
And I started outpatient physical therapy at NovaCare in Westerville. As my physical therapy continued into April, my therapist pushed me hard.
Later in the spring, my sister Helen picked me up and drove me to meet my other siblings, Judy and Russell, near my birthplace in Kennedy, New York. It was exhilarating to be able to visit the old home place, the farmhouse where I was born, visit with several family members, and reinvigorate old memories.
As April ended, we said goodbye to my therapist, Carrie Mallison, with a Shrek-themed party. Hey, we've been here before. May saw Kim get her other wrist done, and I returned to work full-time at the end of May.
My cardiologist believed I needed a stress echo to evaluate my very low energy, so he adjusted my heart meds. My stamina slowly began to improve somewhat.
My back would no longer allow me to get in and out of the Prius easily, so in July, we got the Elantra.
However, by the fall, we had not sold the Lancaster house, despite several showings and prayerful price reductions. God has his reasons, though. When our condo contract was about to expire, we realized we had to move. We could barely afford the condo, even with some help from David's mom, plus the mortgage payment on the old house. So since my knee, which had arthroscopy 2 summers ago, was misbehaving again as promised, and it needed attention, we hired our stuff, moved back to Lancaster. Although we grieved about leaving Sawmill, we were eager to return to the fold at Calvary under the shepherding of Pastor Matt and Jill Nyheiser, and were welcomed ever so warmly.
I view myself as a Christian with a deeper than average faith and commitment to Jesus, yet I found myself asking God why this had happened, wanting to know his purpose for it. Through teaching from Living on the Edge's Chip Ingram, I realized that God had placed his mark and reminder on me. It was time for the next step in my faith journey. Of course, it wasn't that easy. It was a lot of anguish, soul-searching, prayer, and crying that led me to one fateful night where I placed my cauda-equina syndrome, along with everything else in my life, into his hands. I want him to use me however he can. He was asking me to yield to him in everything, and I was finally at the point where I realized that I couldn't do anything without doing that.
Then the Lord led us again to a highly competent surgeon for my knee, and it was replaced completely in November. Our church family brought us meals upon meals, offers of chauffeuring, and yes, they're good drivers, and continued praying. Healing continues, as does the pain with the exercise program I was assigned. But after a month, I walk without a cane. There's a good ways to go, but praise God for His oversight of all these things.
Well, there you have it. 2013 in under 5 minutes. Just barely, but under. We want to thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our update. After the credits in just a moment, there will be a link on your screen to an extended interview, the complete interview for both Kim and for me. So if you're interested in seeing the full-length interview, click on those links and it'll take you to them. Have a happy 2014, and we'll see you next year. Thanks for watching. Bye.